Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Wednesday, October 30th, 2013. Thank you all for tuning in. We're going to jump right into the charts here. We'll start off with the S&P 500 E-mini futures, and what you'll see here is that the futures are trading higher by about 2.5 points to 1770 per contract. Futures did trade up a little bit higher, probably around 5 o'clock in the morning. You'll see here, thereabout, and they've come in a little bit here. We did have a lot of economic data out this morning. It looks like at 8:15 we did have ADP job report. ADP said that the U.S. gained 130,000 private sector jobs in the month of October. I'm not sure what we could make from it. We'll see how very often the ADP report does not match up with the U.S. non-farm payroll report, which will be out next Friday. So again, no non-farm payroll report this Friday. It will be out next Friday, which will I believe will be the 8th of November. So that's when we'll look for the October non-farm payroll report by the Bureau of Labor Statistics in the U.S. But again, ADP was released today, and just 130,000 private sector jobs added. We do have a lot of stocks reporting earnings today, but before we get into that, I think it's most important to note that the Federal Reserve will conclude a two-day meeting. I think the announcement, their economic policy announcement, will be made at 2:15 this afternoon. So all eyes are on the Fed, seeing what they need, what they're going to say. Are they going to taper? Are they going to hint that they're going to taper? What does it do? What comes out of that meeting? So we'll have to wait and see. That will be out at 2 o'clock, 2:15, I believe. So again, after the first 90 minutes of today's trading day, traders should just expect a very, very light volume trading session until that announcement is released this afternoon. Looking at some stocks in the news today, we do have General Motors. The stock is catching a pretty good bid today. It's up around $37.30. It closed yesterday at $36.06, so that's a decent pop higher. I don't think GM has a lot more strength on the daily chart here. Should be a lot of resistance all the way up to 38. It's not a fade candidate, but the stock probably isn't going to go much higher from here. At least I wouldn't expect that. So I would not be looking to jump on board GM here after their earnings report. Stock is very, very overblown to the upside. Little overbought as well, so leave that one alone. Another stock we'll be looking at today will be BIDU. BIDU is trading, the stock closed at 159.41. It's trading at 168 at the moment. It did trade as high as 172. So decent pop up there for BIDU. This is another stock that is overbought. So hard to short anything right now, but this stock is definitely overbought at the moment. So I would not be chasing BIDU up here at all. It's dangerous to do so. Let's take a look at BWLD, which is Buffalo Wild Wings. A little bit different change of pace. This stock closed at 129.50. It's trading at 138.80. This is another one. Great move today. You have to tip your cap to it, but do not chase it up here. The stock has a ton of resistance around the 138 level. It did trade as high as 144 yesterday in the aftermarket. That's a possibility. It's a hard short. It's a hard equity to short. But I would not be chasing it, and if we get the right pattern, we would look to fade it going into later today. So we'll see how this looks once the opening bell rings, but I would not be looking to own this stock up here at this level. Let's take a look at EA, which is Electronic Arts. This stock's another one that is catching a pretty good bid today. It has upside, believe it or not, to around 26.50. That's where I believe the stock will stall out. So again, if you own it, good job, congratulations. But again, once it gets to around that 26.50 level, expect the stock to stall out. I'm not saying it's going to be a big pullback area, but I really don't think the stock's going to have much more upside from that level. You do have a lot of other stocks on the downside. One is Western Union. This will be a gap play this morning. Stock's trading down at $15.90 from yesterday's close, which was $19.25. So big drop in Western Union today, so it's not all rosy out there. We will have some gap levels for this play, though. So come over to the chat room. They'll be posted up in the chat room at 9 a.m. So again, this is just one of the many that are falling. We have many stocks on our list that are declining today. So we're going to have quite a few gap plays out there. So anybody wants those, come over to the chat room. They'll be posted up at 9 a.m. Looking over at oil and gold today, we'll start off with oil. Light sweet crude at the moment is down $1.05. If you take a look at the USO, which is a good proxy for oil, you'll see that's trading at around 35.05. Decent little slip. It closed at 35.41, so you could see the dollar move is being reflected in the stock price this morning of the USO. And again, USO is trading at 35.05, so it's a decent little decline. I'm not sure oil is going to go down all that much, but I do expect it ultimately to go lower in time just due to its current downtrend. Looking over at gold this morning, gold is really hanging in there pretty much. Gold is up. Gold futures, I should say, up $9.30 to $1354.80 per ounce. So that's a decent move in gold futures. If you take a look at the GLD, you'll see that the GLD is trading up around $130.77. It closed at $129.77 yesterday. So a nice dollar bounce in the GLD this morning. Gold is looking okay right now. It does have a little bit more upside on the chart, so I think traders can look at that one to go a little bit higher. I'm not sure intraday how it's going to move until we see a better pattern on the charts. But nonetheless, gold is starting higher. Gold futures are starting higher as well. Traders also want to keep an eye on the dollar-yen chart. The dollar-yen chart today is just up about 2 or 3 cents, so you can't make too much out of it. If the dollar-yen starts to fall, though, then that would be bullish for the gold price. So keep that on your radar. You do want to watch a dollar-yen chart. Probably one of the most important charts out here that anybody can follow as far as the currency world is concerned. Okay, I'm going to leave it here. Short and sweet today. Again, futures are up about $2, $2.50 at the moment. Nothing big, nothing bad. The markets each and every day seem to be floating up. The volume has been extremely light. I expect another light volume day today until the Federal Reserve announcement is made at 2:15. Then I do think we'll get some volume kicking into this market, which will be nice to see. Hopefully we'll get some volatility as well. But the Federal Reserve announcement is on tap. That will be the announcement will be made, I believe, at 2:15 p.m. East Coast time. With that said, everybody have a great trading day, and we will see you on the charts.